Right, we're all down the plot. The sun's out quite nicely now. I'll give you a quick show around. So this is the tree with different varieties of apples on. Just quickly, again you can see there's a few been dropping off, and when they do, that's the problem. Wasps are into them straight away. So I just try and dispose of them, just to try and minimise the pest damage. In the greenhouse, everything's looking great. With, like I said, these Crimson Crush are just awesome. I'll definitely be growing these again. I probably just won't grow as many, that's all. But I've got to say a thank you to, I think it was Muddy Boots who I first saw growing them. So I've got to say a big thank you to Nigel for Muddy Boots for bringing my attention to these, because they're just brilliant. Best tomato I've ever grown, I think. Although I do like Roma tomatoes, but you know, they're just amazing. And it's not just the size and stuff and the yield, it's the flavour's great too. So yeah, brilliant. And the Market More cucumbers still plenty on. So again, I probably won't grow as many. I just went overboard with it, but probably half that, probably 3 plants would do more than adequately. But my idea to bring it from the top of the cane and then along this wire, if you can see that, but that's working fine. There's a little one on there, and same on this side, so it can train along here, shouldn't get in the way of the tomatoes, and it'll still keep producing. Just quickly, near the greenhouse, I lifted the Red Baron onions, yes, last night in fact. These are the rest of the shallots drying out, but some of these things, just, they're absolutely enormous. So I do hope they dry properly, because that's one of the problems sometimes. If they're too big, they don't dry very well. But anyway, we'll see how we go on with those. The rest of them are just down there, and I've got some others drying under the compost structure. I'll show you that in a minute. Grapes looking really well. There's some nice bunches on there now. This is the Flame, that's variety Flame. And then just spin around. This is the Super Sweet 100. And they are super sweet, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing, so I will be growing those again. This was this Rosada. Anyway, it's not like the one I bought from the supermarket, so what the hell it is I've no idea, but can't really make a judgment till I try the taste. But it's not a prolific cropper anyway. And then this was just a row. This was a volunteer. It looks a bit like Super Sweet 100. It's got a big long truss there, so see how that turns out. I've been collecting pea seed from this row here, and then you can see there's plenty. I'll allow them to dry out. That's if we get any dry weather, that is. We don't go rotten first, but anyway, hopefully we'll have plenty of pea seed for next year. Just look at it now, I like this particular view of the plot, and thinking back to how it was back in, say, March, when everything was bare, there was nothing growing. Gotta say, I am chuffed with that. Looks good. So you'll know I just was blanching a whole big pile of French beans. So we've got this bed here, then we've got 2 rows, one there and one there, so they're producing absolutely fantastically. One of the jobs I've got to do this morning is hand pick caterpillars off this purple sprouting broccoli. Now, I did have, on another video, showed I bought some BTK, is it? Or BKT, I think, yeah. Anyway, it's been too wet to use it, because if it rains, you know, you've got to keep applying it. So we've had so much rain, I didn't really see any point in putting any on. So today I'll just kind of hand pick the caterpillars off. But I've lost another one there, so I don't know again if that's the root fly, but all the rest, and I've got 5 plants in this one, they look fine, as does the kale. So I've got to strip all the dead leaves off that one this morning. It's another little job. And then another little job is to just again tie in the growths on the espaliers. These are the Sturm multi-sown, and actually they're turning out pretty good, but I'm in no hurry to lift them yet, so still plenty of green in them with this lot here, so I'm just going to leave them for a while anyway. Courgette bed's doing well. I've lost a couple of plants, but that doesn't matter because the other 4 are producing more than enough courgettes. And then here's the other bed with the multi-sown beets, multi-sown Sturm. Now, but anyway, these is that an example? Get in, sure, I don't know if you can see, but they've done fantastically well, and some of them are absolutely huge, but not tough, not woody. Moving on quickly, I'm going to get, this is the last row of spuds, this is Picasso. I'm going to get those up this week I think, because it's time for them to come out. This is the leek bed, doing well, and the asparagus, you've seen that before. And then the discovery apples, I think I'm going to need to pick those in the next week to 10 days. Again, a bit early, everything seems to be early in terms of top fruit. The bed of Cos lettuce that put these out, I'm not quite sure when it was, perhaps 3 weeks maybe. Anyway, they've really been liking the rain, so they're looking good. And I've been picking the thornless blackberries for a couple of weeks now, I guess, thereabouts, and making some good sized berries. And of course we've been having plenty of sweet peas. That's the problem again, you get a little ding and then the wasps are in. I'll have to remove that one. And again, another sign of things that are coming very early, these spray croissants. We're only, what is it, 13th of August. Normally they'd be end of August or sort of early to mid-September, but we're coming out now. Anyway, thankfully my efforts to try and prop the trees and branches up and have you, the one you can just see there, look, so far seems to be working out alright. I just haven't had any chance to get any of these scaffold poles in, but we'll see how we can go on with that. I'll show you this. I did get this that post in, and more of the wire using the gripple system, so again at some point I can tie this new loganberry into there. Damson tree's absolutely loaded, but like all the other, like the plums, you know, a lot of problems with brown rot. So all I can do is keep pulling off the infected fruits and hope that the others come through alright, but it's got loads on it. Got another couple of little rows of Mizuna coming through in this tub. And then those are the croissants, you've seen all those before. And in here I've got these are spring cabbage. I think flea beetle's been nibbling them, but hopefully they'll recover. Again, if it wasn't so wet, I'd spray those with BTK, BKT, but anyway. So I think, I don't know, I've got about 20 plants or something, and then in here I've got some multi-sown chard and some more basil. So that's about it for the moment in terms of an update. I'll get on with my jobs and I'll catch you later. Well, that's the morning gone very quickly. Last thing I want to do, don't know if I'm going to try and film this with while I'm holding, but I just want to see if I can get a couple of carrots from my brother. You see, I'm off up to his place up near Durham this afternoon. That one's split. I wonder if that's still a nice carrot. Something to do with all the rain. I don't know. Try another one. That one's forked. Try one more. Sorry about the camera angle here. Not bad. I'm happy enough with those. They'll go towards our tea, won't they? Right, catch you later.